Hello and welcome to Spectrum News. I am Rachel David White, coming to you live from Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom State. Let's take a look at the headlines. President Tinubu reacts to coup in Gabon, condemns action. Governor Sanwo-Olu visits First Lady, hails renewed hope initiative. Plus, ex-UK spy agency workers at meet attempting to murder US government employee. We'll bring you details of stories and more in a moment. We began the news this afternoon with a report that President Bola Tinubu has reacted to the latest coup in Gabon, where President Ali Bongo has been ousted and placed under house arrest. Recall that some military personnel had hinged their plot to seize power from Bongo on what they termed as observed flaws in the recent general elections in the Central African country. The officers had also admitted that the organization of the general elections of August 26, 2023 did not meet the conditions for a transparent, credible and inclusive ballot so much hoped for by the people of Gabon. They had also cited irresponsible and unpredictable governance, resulting in a continuing deterioration in social cohesion, with the risk of leading the country into chaos. But reacting on behalf of President Tinubu today, his special assistant on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngalale, said the presidency is watching closely with deep concern the seeming autocratic contention apparently spreading across different regions of the continent. Away from that, the federal government has announced 825.819 million naira as compensation for indigents of the Federal Capital Territory community affected by the construction of the 4.2-kilometer second runway at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. It said indigents of the affected community will also get 12 immediate employment from the Ministry of Aviation and its agencies, as well as 10 from the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA. The Minister of FCTA, Nyesom Wike, made the announcement following a negotiation meeting with the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo. Officials of both ministries and representatives of their agencies, as well as stakeholders from JIWA, the affected community in Abuja, the 825.8 million naira, according to the minister, is to incentive the residents to vacate the community and seek their cooperation towards the completion of the project originally awarded in 2022. From the Green Chambers, the ad hoc committee of the House of Representatives probing alleged non-remittance and utilization of National Housing Fund from 2011 till date has summoned the Accountant General of the Federation, Oluwatoyin Median. The chairman of the committee, Gachong Bagos, made this known in Abuja. Bagos said the decision to summon the Accountant General was to get full information on deductions of National Housing Funds of Nigerian workers and remittance of SAM to the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Reports say the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, is also expected to appear before the committee on Thursday. In a separate development, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunjojo, has charged agency heads to speed up the process of application and collection of Nigerian passports. The Interior Minister, in a statement by his Chief Press Secretary Alao Babatunde, said Nigerians should not have to queue endlessly to get passports. The minister also noted that President Bola Tinubu had no interest in excuses, saying the agency heads must work and talk as the country is at a critical point and in dire need of transformation. Tunjojo also underscored the importance of leveraging technology as a means to enhance efficiency and accuracy within immigration and correctional services. In another development, business magnate Tony Elumelu has applauded some of the economic decision taken by President Bola Tinubu, saying the private sector is encouraged by the decisions. Speaking after a meeting with the president at the presidential villa, the founder of Tony Elumelu Foundation said he believes that with time, Nigerians will benefit from the decisions taken. He said the private sector is encouraged with the bold decisions President Bola Tinubu has taken, hoping that in the fullness of time, Nigerians will benefit. He called on Nigerians to have a bit of patience with the present government, adding that Rome was not built in a day. Away from that, the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association (NECA) and Nigerian Economic Summit Group (NESG) has backed plans by President Bola Tinubu's administration to achieve an 8-point agenda in 3 years. Recall that during the inaugural Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by the President, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, said FEC had set 8 priority areas to deliver for Nigerians in the next 3 years. Reacting to the development, the Chief Executive Officer of NESG, Dr. Tayo Adulaju, and NECA's Director General Adewale Oyerinde said the federal government unveiled plans would take the country out of the woods if carefully implemented. They urged new ministers to use the next 3 months to recalibrate and fine-tune policies that would put the nation's economy on a path to success. In another development, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, renowned veteran singer Innocent Idibia, popularly known as Two-Face, have been listed among the 100 most notable peace icons in Africa. Reports say they were named among other Africans in the list released by the organizers on its Wednesday website today. Other Nigerians who made the list included former SGF boss Mustafa, Tony Elumelu, Mohammed Abdullahi, Imam Ibrahim, Femi Otedola, Stephen Akintayo, Farouk Kailan, and Amina Mohammed. Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, renowned clergy Pastor Jerry Eze, Dr. Daniel Moses, Mohammed Dewji, Mesfin Tessio Bakele, AIGP Ashatu Baju, Gabriel Aduda, Tian Jakrit, Tosin Eniola Runda, Dr. Oluwatosin Oluwajoye, and Nollywood star Rita Dominic also met the list. Ambassador Kingsley Amafibe, Project Director, Africa for the 100 most notable peace icons in Africa, congratulated all Nigerians who met the list. According to him, the peace icons are Africans drawn from different backgrounds who have used their talents, positions, and resources to build and promote peace across the continent. He said the list was not exhaustive, as there were all the Africans who have contributed to peace building across the continent that would be identified and honored in subsequent editions of the peace building roll call. Away from that, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has applauded Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for her intervention in empowering women and other vulnerable groups in the society through her Renewed Hope initiative. The governor stated this after paying a courtesy visit to the First Lady at the State House of Abuja. The interventions of the initiative in the education sector were a national scholarship program which was recently flagged off in Abuja with 43 beneficiaries from across the nation, women's ICT training and other empowerment programs in agriculture and social investment. The governor notes that this will complement similar policy objectives of the Bola Tinubu Renewed Hope agenda, as well as to serve to reassure Nigerians.
Encourage her on the Renewed Hope initiative, which we've all heard about, which is championing with a lot of the other first ladies and of course the wife of the vice president, really just to encourage and to share the vision that she has for the Renewed Hope initiative, and just to talk me through, I mean, what kind of interventions they're looking at and how she's running a complementary role to what Mr. President is also doing, and I think it's great. You know, our own idea is not necessarily to begin to build brick and mortar, is really to be able to intervene, you know, in schools, you know, for people needing scholarship, in farming, you know.
On the ongoing reforms by President Bola Tinubu, Governor Sanwo-Olu said taking the country to a level where every Nigerian can be comfortable requires hard decisions and systematic efforts by the government, as well as a lot of patience on the part of the citizens. Meanwhile, the Lagos State government has announced that the Blue Line Rail will start commercial operations on Monday, September 5, 2023. The Blue Line Rail will move from Marina to Mile 2. Speaking at the Blue Rail Line Terminal in Marina, the Managing Director, Lagos State Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Abimbola Akinajo, said the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is expected to be the first passenger at exactly 9 a.m. at the Marina station on Monday. She added that from Tuesday, September 5th, partial passenger operations will start from 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. for morning peak, and for afternoon peak from 4 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. These operations, according to Akinajo, will start with 12 trips for 2 weeks, which will later be increased up to 76 trips per day. Back here, Akwa Ibom State government has signed a memorandum of understanding with a Benin Republic-based agricultural firm, Sangai Farms Initiatives Nigeria, to drive a technologically driven food production and business-oriented agricultural revolution in the state for the fulfillment of the goals of the Arise Agenda blueprint of the administration. Speaking at a brief meeting to sign the MOU at the Government House, Uyo, Governor Moina described the Sangai agricultural model as impressive and stated that he learned about it during his campaign days, maintaining that the MOU is a long-term pact between the state government and Sangai Farm Investment Nigeria for a replication of a model farm in Akwa Ibom. Also speaking from the backdrop of his entrepreneurial disposition, Governor Moina pointedly told the team that there will be a need to take a more careful study of the business plan to ascertain its turnover possibilities within a reasonable period.